Hey now, Rodney R. Dixon here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make disposable, makeshift, cheap earplugs. If, let's say, for example, you're having trouble sleeping, disturbances at night, maybe there's a lot of traffic outside your building, or noise from neighbors in an apartment complex, what have you. And this is especially useful for people who, let's say, buy actual earplugs and they're always losing them, they're popping out of their ears or what have you. This is a cheap, disposable, makeshift way of doing it at very little cost. Very important, do not use this method to create earplugs if you are going to partake in activities that require actual earplugs. For example, playing drums, operating heavy machinery, things of this nature. Whenever it is recommended by someone that you use actually purchased earplugs from a store, use actual earplugs. Do not use these makeshift, cheap, disposable ones. This is for situations where, for example, there are, how could you say that? I was going to say nuisance. Anyway, essentially nuisances, thank you, where you're trying to sleep, for example, noise outside, noise from other people in your apartment building, what have you. So there you go. What we'll be needing to do this is simply put a roll of toilet paper, and actually it's pretty cheap. It can cost you two squares of toilet paper if you want very thick earplugs, or one square of toilet paper if you want thin ones. Very simply put, what you do is generally there are two different sides to a toilet paper sheet. There is the side which indents and the side which pokes out. I recommend using the side that pokes out for the exterior, as it has more adherence to the ear opening. So what you're going to do, right now I'm going to show you the method in order to fold an earplug, a large, thick earplug. This is helpful if you have large ear openings. If you have smaller ear openings, you'll want to do the thin method. We'll begin with the thick method. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my square with the indents on one side and the protruding bumps on the other, the textured area, I should say. I'm going to take the indented area on the inside, I'm going to fold it once, and I'm going to continually fold it into smaller squares as such. Fold, fold, fold. When you get to the point when you are at, I should have counted those folds, I'm sorry, I just do it by habit, just by eye, but on screen it might not be as evident. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get to the fifth fold, what you're going to do is then, instead of folding, you are going to take the end that is folded, not the end that is open, but the end that is folded, and you're going to roll. You're going to roll as such, and there you go. That is your makeshift earplug. Using this end that flares out, you're going to insert this into the ear opening, and you're going to release. What's going to happen is the toilet paper square will try to unravel, and in doing so it will grab on to the opening of the ear and hold in place. So there you go. That's how you do it if you want thick. I'll do a new square, I won't waste my time. That's how you do it if you want thick earplugs. I'll show you for thin. So once again, this one square will allow you to make two, one for each ear. You're just going to rip it in half. Now, using the same process as before, I'm going to begin folding, trying to make squares always. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is only going to be 4 folds. Then from there, once again, folded pattern goes inward, you roll inward. There you go, earplug, you put this in your ear opening, you release, it expands, well, it tries to unravel, grabs on, and it blocks somewhat of the outside noise. I do have to warn you, I do not recommend that you use these on a nightly basis to sleep. I used to do so systematically, and what happened was, and I believe this has to do with my ear being unable to, I don't know if breathe's the right word, but air, this, in my opinion, was preventing air from circulating within my ear canal, and because of that, I had wax buildup in my ears that created a block or a clog. In French, we say un bouché. It created like a cork, if you will, of wax within my ear canal, and I had to then go to the clinic to get it flushed out with a machine that jets water. It was a big pain. So I recommend you use this only when necessary. Of course, very important, do not use these once again, in place of practices or events or what have you that actually requires earplugs. This is only to be used for minor nuisances or minor noise disturbance that is preventing you from sleeping or enjoying peace and quiet. This can be very useful, for example, in an exam. In an exam room, if other noise around the exam room is bothering you, of course you can use a method like this, very cheap and effective, to block out outside noise. Well, there you go. I hope this information helps, and as usual, all the best.